What's up, everyone? Welcome to our Doom SnapMap stream. We've got a great lineup of content for you. We're really excited to jump in. Let's do some quick introductions. To my right is Thomas Stain, the chief architect of everything that's awesome about SnapMap. Tom, say hi.
How you doing? Hello, Twitch.
And then to Tom's right is Sarah Wellick, who just flew in from London last night simply to help host the stream. She's that excited about SnapMap, as am I. I'm Gary Steinman. I'm with Bethesda Softworks. Tom, we want to jump right in.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do right now is show you SnapMap for the first time. We're just going to jump into a multiplayer match. It's a 4-player classic Doom-style deathmatch where we're playing with sped-up characters, which is all something you can set up inside of Snap automatically. You can customize it. So this is super fast. You spawn with a double-barrel shotgun. We all know what people want, and you can set this up to do it all by yourself. Like this was something one of our QA folks built for us.
What you're saying is, this is going to be carnage.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is like, I think, a 15 frag limit. So this area is set up where the guy spawned right behind me there, but that's fine.
Fast.
This is so it's super fast. I've got a double barrel here. This is set up where basically, just like
so it's kind of like, like the maps have all the weapons are spawning in there.
Yep.
You've got this crazy speed.
Nice.
Your health.
Yep, and I'm dead. So this looks pretty familiar, I would imagine, to folks that have played the original classic Doom. And you can set this kind of stuff up. I got my crazy guns. Oh, got blasted.
Doing super well so far.
Yeah, I'm doing great. It's fun playing on a Twitch stream. So I'm going to pop over here, and you can see here we've got, this space kind of feels like some of the classic levels. If you're playing Doom nowadays, classic Doom nowadays, you've got levels that kind of feel they're built for little areas around the side, which are all things that we add inside Snap, and they've got weapon spawns that you're running around picking up. I'll pick up this here.
And this was built by somebody on the SnapMap team, or one of the QA
this was built by
guys?
one of the QA guys. It was whipped up together really quickly and just killed me with it.
And they just wanted to make something that looked and felt like classic Doom.
And it's super easy to build. So I'm going to go over here and pop this guy.
Oh, no, you're not.
Where'd he go? There he is. Boom.
I mean, you say it's super easy to build. We're going to look into some of the building later, but I shouldn't distract you now. You're trying
I'm
to kill some people.
Focused here. I'm focused.
Yeah.
Hey.
You've got 3 other guys in there trying to kill you right now.
There we go. It looks
Come
like
on,
the
take
demon.
him out.
Looks like the demon rune is about to spawn. So we've set it up with a little bit of modification from the new Doom, which is you've got this demon rune concept. Oops, I'm about to lose.
We're definitely gonna get that demon.
Quick!
Get there.
Got it.
Yes.
All right. So now I'm a demon for 60 seconds, which is great.
Which demon are you?
I'm the Baron of Hell, actually.
Look
So
at that.
him up.
Oh, you killed one of my coworkers.
That's fun.
Very excited about that
That's
kill.
the way we bring people together in SnapMap, is that you can play co-op together, but then you can also kill your friend, which is always
Absolutely.
Like
plus.
Yeah.
So I'm at 8. Nope. Almost got me. So as you can see, it's definitely fast, and this is all modifiable by any user. You can take this map, you can branch it, make it however you want. If you don't like power-ups, you can remove the power-ups. If you don't like where the weapons are, you can change that. Oh, somebody's about to snipe.
We're going to get to that later, Tom, but you mentioned branching, so let's put that aside for later. But
No
that's
problem.
a really cool thing that you could do, where you could take somebody's map and modify it a bit.
Yeah, make changes. That's very much similar to the original Doom, where you can make a cool map, and if you like it, you can make changes to it and edit, send it to your friends, play with your friends. I only got a couple more to go here. Oh, we're tied for 13. I mean, everything you see here, even the HUD elements are customizable, which is.
We're seeing in the chat stream a lot
14.
of people.
I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm getting upset. I gotta get here and get him. Okay.
Oh, you've gone for the big gun. So you can as the weapons you put in, you can have the classic weapons, but also some of the kind of beasts like the Gauss cannon.
Correct.
Like
Yeah, you can do the Gauss rifle. Oh, the BFG. Oh. Let's try and get this done.
I'm kind of distracted by Heidi's armor, which is awesome.
Oh no.
It's kind of like future run. Just run.
Yeah, get
There's
out of the
nothing
way.
you can do.
Yeah, I'm kind of. You got me.
Nice. I mean,
Head off. That's great. Oh, that's fun. Let's go. Let's get that quad damage. Actually, I'm cheating. We went here.
Ooh, what are you doing?
QA guy added a little secret down here.
oh, look at that. Secrets and everything.
Which is cool. So you can
Secrets
add
in
some
SnapMap.
gems
Nice.
in
I
there,
like
which
that.
is
We didn't
cool.
tell the other guys about the secret, did we?
That's an area.
Go take advantage of it. Take them out. But that's something cool you could do as well in SnapMap. You could create a map that's really cool, but you could also put in a secret or two, so you can destroy your friends without them knowing why.
Or let them know, if there's a secret in this map, you have to find it. Try and hint for other folks. So
I mean, I'm looking at ways to give myself an advantage, but yes, you can find ways to make it really exciting for other players.
Absolutely. Like,
So honest and
have to
humble.
put some hurt on. So yeah, this is a custom snap map. It's created from scratch. Someone started it. And I lost. That's a good way to start the stream.
I think you
But
did
you were
honorably.
talking.
You
That's
did
fine.
better
Yeah,
than
it's
some
not
people.
distracted. You know, they could. It's how it is. So. Here you see on each at the end of every level you get a scoreboard, and here you can see some snap points down at the bottom, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Snap points are earned every time you play.
Like some points.
Leaderboard. This is every map has its own leaderboard. We'll talk about that a little bit more. There's daily challenges that are played as you play through the game. You earn challenges and can earn snap points for that as well. And then there's a scoreboard again, so I can go back.
And we'll talk more about building later, but I think somebody in the stream asked, is this map custom made? And it is
Absolutely.
custom made, right?
Fully custom made
Right.
map. And the beauty of this is that anybody can grab these maps, can just play them the day that the game is out. You can play these maps in a loop or make changes to them or play them with your friends. It's all set up and ready to go.
That's cool.
Okay, so at launch you're gonna have a lot of like pre-built maps by you guys that if I want to get inspired and just get stuck in.
Right, and you have content from day one. I mean,
Yeah,
you
it's
want people
awesome.
building from day one, but there's going to be a lot of people who just want to play some cool stuff.
Correct.
I also want to learn.
Yeah, and there's
learn.
a ton to learn from. So yeah, we're going to talk a bit about single-player snap maps and co-op snap maps. For now, I'm actually going to boot some dudes out.
The guys
Sorry,
who did really badly,
you're
yeah?
out.
The
Yeah,
bad
they
guy-
beat me a lot. So now I'm
Get
going
out,
to get
get
here
out.
with Heidi, and we're going to play. I'm going to switch to another map. And we're actually going to play a new map here. This is a modified map. So let's see here. Let's find.
Look at all these
So
maps.
talking about custom maps. So one of the things that's really powerful about Snap is that you can create pretty much anything you want. Like we just created and played a super fast deathmatch mode.
Right.
And that's something you can do very, very easily. You can set it up where each player does different things. This is actually a fully custom co-op mode that was created by
Co-op, that's a big thing,
Yeah,
right?
it's
I
huge.
mean,
Yeah.
So
Okay.
and we talked about this. So being set up where you can have 4 players, you can get in easily and play a co-op game. And
any combination of 4 players, right? You could have 2 versus 2. You could have all 4 working together for
Correct.
one objective.
Yep, you can set up wherever you
Right.
want. You can also
Every man
have
for himself.
players be a demon as well. So one of the team members any number of team members could be playing
Like
as
it
demons.
works.
See,
Yeah,
and that
that's
works well
totally.
for you with wanting to have the advantage.
That's
you can
fair.
or just go straight in as a demon and
Any leg
feel-
up I could get.
Yep. So we're busy doing the load. But yeah, the real trick here is that SnapMaps lets you do pretty much anything you want.
Right.
And you can basically build co-op, you can build single player, you can build multiplayer.
Can you adjust? I see someone's asking. Can you adjust the damage that different weapons have, or adjust the other parameters like that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can basically modify it where you can make changes to anything you want. You can adjust how much weapon damages do. You can adjust how much health enemies have. And it looks like we may have lost the other player here, so we might have to bounce out real fast. And
Okay.
let me go regrab him. He might have got disconnected. You want to go ahead and keep
This is
talking?
the magic.
Keep talking.
Yeah.
let me
This
do
is the
some
magic
here.
of live
Yay,
television.
That's right,
live
right,
streams.
we've
Looks like
got-
I lost somebody.
We just want you to see more of Tom's face.
That's right.
1 second.
That's fine.
So yeah, as we were talking about, on day 1, you're going to have a whole boatload
and they're awesome.
of snap maps that are made by the team, the SnapMap team, the Doom team, some of the QA people
Yeah.
have built maps, all kinds of creative things. Tom's going to show us a bunch of those later, but on day 1, you're going to be able to jump right in, play a whole bunch of things, and as you said, you could be inspired by a lot of this
And
stuff,
yeah.
right? You could.
And you can jump in, you can look at what people are doing, play through them and think, oh, I might want to tweak this and tweak that, and later on we'll show you how
Right.
you can actually go in and branch from those. But I think what's really cool with SnapMap on day 1 is that you instantly get to see what's been inspiring the developers. What other
Right.
thoughts have they had that they want to,
Right.
this is a bit too mad, we're going to put this in SnapMap. This is, I don't know, I heard rumors of a basketball game in Doom.
Yeah, there is actually.
Does that fit in the
there is
Doom
a
single
basketball
player?
game, yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe I put it in SnapMap.
Let me. Give me a second to re-invite him back in. You want to keep that off? Let me find him real fast.
But as you were saying too about being inspired, like and branching maps, again, we'll show this. But you could take somebody's map that's out there. You could pull back the curtain. You could look at the different strings of logic.
Yeah,
You could
peek
understand
through.
how it's built. You could modify it.
Yeah, and if
So-
like you don't want to play with, if maybe like you have no friends, and you don't want to play with 2 people or 3 people, you can make a single player map that you can set up a leaderboard for. So it's like you just set a challenge for players, and they can
Right.
jump in, try and beat your score. try and beat other.
Leaderboards are really cool, and I know
Very
you're going to
cool.
show us that
Yeah,
later. But
that's a really big part about this, and we're just waiting for their player to get back in. So we got a little network shenanigans going on with the stream. So you know how it goes.
But
yeah,
for a popular
There we
snap
go.
map, that means there's a lot of reasons to keep coming back and
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
seeing how you're doing, seeing how others are doing.
Look at
There'll
how
be a lot of
everyone's defeated your
competition there.
score. I
Yep.
made this map and you've beaten my score.
yeah, and that's the beauty is every time you make a new snap map, every time you publish it, it has a leaderboard with it, so you can compete with each other. You can compete against your friends. It's set up where everything that is built can be custom set up that way, and you can determine how things are scored in the leaderboard. So it's,
I saw a question in the stream, and I know we want to get to this later, but you're not stealing somebody's map when you customize it. I think you've built it in so that the original creator his name is or her name is always there.
correct. Correct.
So there's always an indication of the build history, and the original creator will always be credited.
Correct, yeah, every single time you make a new snap map, so if you start from absolute zero, you make a new map and you basically get it in where you're the original creator. It's very similar to the original Doom days when people made maps, and I'll talk about this in a second, the creator, we're actually in a safe area here so I can talk for a second. Oh, he started.
No, he's done, you're
Never
done.
mind, we'll get back to the original creator's there.
So what we're looking at
What
here.
we're looking at here is a custom mode made from zero where basically we have to go pick up some power cores and we're running out of time. So power cores are spawned by these monsters, and these monsters have been modified where they take less damage to do, they're easier to kill.
Oh, so you can change the health threshold, so to speak.
Absolutely, yeah, so you can modify that. So this one's kind of a classic feel where you're running through a map and you're killing monsters real quickly, and you basically are trying to collect these power cores that are worth time.
Right.
So we're both running together, and now we're going to go in here, and this was a map that was made by, I think it was another QA individual who put this map together. So now I've returned all those power cores, and I've lost my teammate, but that's fine. I'll just keep going because
Don't need him.
don't want to run out of time. He'll come and find me. So running through here, trying to find more monsters to kill.
And what you can see as well is your gun has this awesome customization, very snazzy and subtle customization, I might add, which you would have bought using SnapMap points.
Correct. So as you earn snap points, you can spend them basically on any customizations for your character. You can spend them on tiles, which I'll talk about a little bit later when you publish your maps. I almost killed him. So we're already 26 seconds left, so we'll see how he's doing on the other side of the map. But we're both trying to simultaneously, work on keeping this map going, where we're going to keep the map alive as long as possible, and then the leaderboard is driven by how well you do. So he's probably stuck back in one of the arenas, or maybe he died. So it's a unique co-op experience, basically built from zero. So there he is. He came
There,
back
you
in
found
the area,
him.
so he's nice, found me.
So if you made this map and you wanted to make it so you had more speed when you were running around, would you be able to do that? Would you be able to change the player speed?
Absolutely, yeah. We can modify that pretty easily where you can set it up to speed up the player. You can set it up where you can slow down the player. We've got a map we'll probably show a little bit later where you actually
But you can
make
go
it.
super slow.
Yep.
Have you built anything cool that involves slow?
Speaking of super slow, I'm about to, I got 1 second left.
You can do it,
Get there, get there.
Oh my! He's barely made. Okay, so that was
Hey, you're at the top of the
I got
leaderboard,
the top
though.
leaderboard
Yeah.
now, which is good. So that was a fully custom mode map that was built by, and then at the end of this, just like with any other kind of popular
look at that.
user-generated
You vote
content,
up.
you can basically go over here and vote it up or vote it down or report.
You can vote it up, I think.
So I'm going to vote up. That's
Yeah.
a pretty good map. So now I've voted, and maps get rated and sorted based on popularity. So.
Right.
So now this is a map that I just put a leaderboard score in for two-player. This is a two-player leaderboard, and so there we go. And I've got some snap points as you talked about.
Buy some guns.
You
Yeah.
get snap points for everything
For
and anything.
anything
you do.
and everything
So
you
if
do.
you're a builder and you only want to build, you'll get snap points. If you're a consumer, a content consumer, and only want to play what's out there, you get snap
Yeah.
points,
Yep,
right?
Yep. You get snap points for playing maps. You get snap points for creating and sharing content. You get snap points for completing challenges. So it's all set up in a way that everything you do when you're playing the game earns you snap points, and then from there you can basically spin that on your character, or see the tile down here in the corner. If I go to map info, you see that tile that's actually custom to each map. You can spin it to earn elements for those tiles. So it's real easy to earn, real easy to set up and play. So now I'm going to play a totally different co-op experience. So we just played
Nice.
one that was Timeout, which was something that somebody built from scratch. This one showed up from a totally different studio from inside Bethesda. That one of the developers got a hold of this and built what he calls Basket Boom. So
Oh, cool.
It's
All
a
right.
I knew it was
basketball-
real.
Yeah, it is real. It's totally real. So it's someone asking in the stream if we have to start with a gun or a loadout in Snap, and the answer is no. You don't have to start with loadouts. You can start in any way you want. You can start the user with no gun. You can start the user with multiple guns. You can set it up where they have to pick it up throughout the world. It's all completely inside control.
I mean,
of the editor and the author.
When I think of Doom, I think, what if I could take Doom
Yeah.
and make it basketball?
Make it basketball.
Yeah, simple
So you got some
instructions.
easy instructions in here. The guy that made the map, I think his name is PJ. He actually calls this the
PJ,
PJ
hero.
Arena. And I'm going to run around before Heidi starts attacking me. So I've picked up the ball here, and you can see he's trying to steal it from me. If he hits me with it, he's stealing it. He's actually trying to score with it. But if you look around, you've got, it's in the shoes. All right, so now I'm going to have to go pick the ball up because I dropped it. Here we go. So now I'm trying to actually shoot and score.
Come on, take that
There we
sweet
go.
shot.
There we go. Hold on.
That was
I'm
embarrassing.
terrible. Terrible. There we go. Extreme jitters. Boom.
So this is
To the shoes. All right.
This is called basket.
Basket boom.
Basket.
Yep,
Why not
so-
basket doom?
Well,
This
you
is
know,
the hard hitting
You
question.
could have called it basket boom, so I just stole the ball.
I feel
from
like
him.
generally when you can make a
Oh, I
pun,
missed
you
it.
should make a pun.
That's
And
right.
that's the rules. That should be the ground rule. Of
Well, I
Snap
do
Map.
see it explode.
So
So.
he just stole the ball from me, so now I got it back. Okay. So let's go.
Oh, he's
The cool
heating
thing
up.
is that what you're able to
again.
do is add text to the maps as well. So the text that you see flashing up, they've been able to custom put in themselves.
Yep. All this is custom. Everything in here
Right.
is custom. This is basically it's a big open arena that has
Look
been
up.
modified.
You've got the.
Yeah, I've got the scoreboard.
Oh, that's
It's-
cool.
it's
That's really
Barons versus
cool.
Revenants. He's
That's the
stole
first time I saw it. That's
He's
really
playing
cool.
real
I
He
think
knows-
he's sabotaging you. He's like,
knows
look
we're
up,
on a
look up.
stream.
Let him take the ball. Let him take it.
He knows we're on stream, so he's really trying to get.
Yeah, he's
Got to keep his rep in check.
He's a
There we
very
go.
serious
There we
player,
go.
Mr. Heidi.
Oop, I haven't made a single. There it is. That's it.
That's it. I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah. So we're not actually hurting each other either. It looks like we are, but this has been set up where no damage can be done to each other. Razzle dazzle. The ball.
But let's say again, if you wanted
Boom.
to take this map and customize it
Yep.
where there is damage, the original creator would be credited. You
Correct.
can make a bunch of modifications based
shakalaka.
on what they did.
So whoever PJ, if you look at the PJ Arena,
Right.
So he actually put his own little tag on there. What this map is called. He's trying to do a layup. Give me that. Give me that ball.
Yeah.
I have it. I have it.
This is serious
From the
business.
three. Oh,
Never get between a man and his basket boom.
that's right. That's right. Oh, he took it from me. He took it from me. There we go. Oh, got it. Oh, look, he's taking a knee.
Oh, he's taunting you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
he's giving me a
So
taunt.
things like taunts are in there
Taunt's
too,
totally
right?
work.
All,
I can throw a
everything, yeah.
taunt out. There you go. Have some
Oh,
of that.
nice.
Oh, he's trying to smack talk me.
He saw you taunting. He knew that was his chance.
Look, there he is. He's doing his taunt. Talking trash. And then we'll line up my shot. Boom. There it is.
Nice.
Easy. That's
Dazzle,
it.
dazzle.
So the cool part is you can play this with 4 players. You can play this with 2. You can play this with 3. You can mix it up.
You can do
And
a
then
2-on-2 where you're
2 on
passing.
2, and each
It's-
one's on a
he
team.
is just stopping and
Yeah,
mocking
he
you
just
at
likes
this
he
point.
likes mocking me. It's good stuff. So this one waits until the end of the match, basically, and it'll compare the winners and then show a cool screen. But completely custom. I mean, we can talk about all this a little bit more in a little bit, but everything from the logic to show the scoreboard and show the intro text. To,
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking so much trash. I'd love to hear him right now. Oh, come here. Like in fact, right now I'm running
Why
it.
don't you-
Someone had asked about player speeds, right?
Right.
So I'm just going to let him keep hitting on me. If I walk at this speed, this guy set this map up where I push fire, I actually run faster. So it's like a turbo.
I
button,
see.
Oh, of course,
Okay.
like a
which is
trigger.
really cool. So the gameplay, you can get player input, you can modify what's on the HUD. Oh,
Oh.
look at! Oh, he's talking so much trash, and he missed.
Oh, he thinks that
Boom.
lead is
That's
insurmountable.
it.
Well, I guess
That's
it is
it.
insurmountable.
20
We
to
got-
22.
oh,
Baron versus Revenants.
So
Before we were
close.
doing this, you were all
Defeat.
calm about it. We're not going to take
See-
it
see, you know what?
seriously.
I have to take-
Change so quickly.
So that's co-op. So we've just played 2 totally unique co-op experiences.
vote that up. Vote
Vote
that
one
up.
up. I love
Okay.
that map. And so from those experiences, I'm gonna give him the boot.
Let's get him out of here.
Bye-bye.
Get out of here! Trying to. Thanks for playing. Boom, you're out. So, you've just seen multiplayer, super fast multiplayer, 4-player, 2 co-op experiences built completely from zero. You could also build more traditional co-op experiences that have narrative and story, or if you want to build something kind of single-player focused, let's do that. So here is kind of the Snap Hub. This is where everything comes in. As a player, you can find new
Right.
content, find featured maps, which we ship with the product, and these update and change frequently as we find new content that's really cool.
That's some cool
So here's a
stuff I
stack of
see
cool
already.
content here that people have created. We've got a whole lot of neat things here. We'll show off a few of these. And then popular maps and top-rated maps, all of those are figured out algorithmically as
Tom,
maps are
let me
uploaded.
ask you a quick question.
Sure.
You've got PC players, you've got PlayStation players,
Mm-hmm.
you've got Xbox players. Everybody's going to be making snap maps. Now, are they making snap maps only for their own system? Or
No.
is it,
Basically, if you make a snap map, you're making it for everybody. Everybody can play on any platform. It's the same content, and it's shared. And basically, that lets you do leaderboards across platform. And lets you
so
do,
cross-platform leaderboards
it's
too.
all
So
set
it's
up.
just
So
console or
Yep.
system neutral, agnostic
correct.
leaderboards.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
cool.
beautifully set up for that. So I'm going to play here. This is actually a solo experience. I'm just going to play through a quick little solo level and talk about some of the stuff that goes on in here. And this map is one of the featured maps, but it was made, I think, in 15 minutes or so, like was the grand total. This took the guy that put the map together
15 minutes.
no time at all to set it up. So
He snapped it.
So in the
together
time that
15
we've been
minutes.
watching this
we
stream
could have made
so
this map
far,
from
we
zero.
could have made this map.
Yep. And some of
That's
that is
cool.
through some of the features that we've added. So we got a room here that's kind of, moody. We've got lights going on over here, and you step around a corner, and okay, there's nobody in here at the moment, but pop around the corner. Oh, there's some zombies in here, so I can just pop these guys. So the cool part about this, and I'll show this off a little bit later, is a lot of these zombies are algorithmically populated automatically.
What does that
Yeah,
mean?
what does that mean?
So basically, it's set up in a way where the author can just snap modules together and drop in a special tool that lets it just automatically place monsters. So
And
it's
the
like
modules of
What's
these
that
rooms.
tool called?
the AI conductor. It's good stuff.
love that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good stuff. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay.
So this map's, being single player kind of, it's cool.
There's a secret. I love
Yep,
the fact
yep.
you can build secrets into your own maps.
All this stuff is
Very cool.
very much there, and then you get a little area. I can double jump over this because I'm a hero, but the guy set up a cool little sequence here where whoop, got a little power bridge. I can go over that, which is pretty slick.
So each of these rooms you're in are what you'd call your modules that you
I'm
snap
stepping
together.
from module to module, and then I pop up into here. I need a red key card. Okay, and there it is over there. There's the key card. This door's open. Oh, there's some bad guys down here. That's usually the direction you need to go when there's bad guys. Uh-oh, got a
I think
lockdown
it's-
going.
Uh-oh, you
Oh, so
can't
we've
get
got some
back.
Hell Knights in here. Okay, so this guy set up a nice little experience with some Hell Knights. It'd be embarrassing if I
He's
died.
very, very good about
I'll
this.
take this.
Oh,
Do
he's
it,
got
do
it,
it,
he got
Take
it.
it. Have some of that.
That must
Have some of this. All right, so we're
So the
going here.
person who made this map is able to essentially manufacture an entire situation that
Mm-hmm.
has like start point, end point within this map. So like a
From
map
from
within
A
a
to
map
Z.
within a map.
A to Z you can basically set up. So I killed those two monsters, and however he set it up, basically he killed the lockdown, and then we wipe out the rest of this room here. So we check
Okay,
out
so
the-
essentially killing the monster is the
In
trigger that starts the event that is the door
Uh-huh.
opening over here.
So then it's you see in the upper corner there's that score we were talking about.
Yeah.
So push that button. So he set it up where you push that button, you see the key open up, and we'll go over here. And folks that ask questions about key cards, there's the old classic key card.
Oh, that's
you can
cool.
actually
That takes me back.
That's really
you can
cool.
actually
The
choose
feels.
the classics, or you can choose a modern key card that looks like
Oh, that's great.
looks like a a new Doom key card.
granted.
So we step into this room here. It's a cool looking room. It's kind of not the most exciting encounter here. Maybe
I
it makes
don't, I don't feel like you've been challenged efficiently.
No.
I mean, you got to the mini boss fight pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was
But what's so cool about this, as you said, is this map took somebody 15 minutes to make. If you
Mm-hmm.
could do this in 15 minutes, imagine what you could do in 16 minutes.
true. Yeah, or an hour or two,
Or
or
an hour,
12
right.
hours, whatever else. So,
Ooh.
so he spawned in a Mancubus here, which is pretty cool.
So the cool thing is that you can go through and pick any of these huge, enormous demons and pick them as your mini boss or your big boss.
Yeah, you can set up pretty much anything you want. So, oh good lord, here we go.
Can you adjust the amount of
Do it.
ammo and armor that comes out of enemies?
You can set it up where either nothing comes out of them, and you can also turn off the scoring if you want the numbers. You can make it look exactly like.
So you really could customize
You can
everything.
customize everything you want here. So if you don't want any armor, you don't want any pop outs to come out of these guys, you can make that change. And then boom, I just got through this map. There it is. It's kind of a
Nice.
short little level. That was a neat level, but I think we can make it better.
I have challenges for you, I think.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna.
I'm gonna make some.
you're
I'm
gonna-
ready.
Okay, I'm gonna
Challenge,
step
right? So I'm
back.
gonna vote that one up because I like that one. Earn some snap points there, and I actually.
So just for playing, you get those snap points.
Yep.
So
So
you
I-
can have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you-
So
okay.
let me go in here, and what I'm going to do is go to map info, and what I will do is I'm going to save this to my downloaded maps. So I'm going to take this map and branch it. Now, now it's
Branch
mine.
it, okay.
Now it's mine. I want to go back and make changes. So I'm going to step back out, and instead of playing, like this is where you go to play stuff, I'm going to step over to my snap maps, which is where I'm going
nice.
to create. So this is
Okay.
the creation tool where I can edit my profile, customize. We're including a mountain of content that lets you do reference maps that have every single object in the game, how to use them, how to play with them, pages upon pages.
Tutorials for those,
Tutorials,
like-
yep, for
yep.
learning how to edit, how to play.
Oh, Snap Academy.
Even
I see,
puzzles,
yeah,
yep. So
Basic,
this
advanced.
is everything. So I'm just going to jump in because I think I know a little bit about this map, about this tool. So boom, I am
nice.
now actually
So
in the
that's
editor.
what it looks like. I'm gonna. You have a bunch of tasks and challenges for.
So yeah, so this is that level we just started in.
Only 2%, 1.5% demons.
Oh yeah,
Disappointing.
it's really well. The percentages we see people ask about the percentages. So percentages are just to make sure that people don't make something that's just going to destroy your computer, destroy a
Yeah.
network. It's essentially built to make sure you're not filling a room with a billion monsters and
So everybody
completely
can enjoy the experience across
Exactly,
all
yeah.
platforms
Yep.
at any level.
Yep,
Right.
and target ensuring that things works. Like network, you could put a billion things in a room and it would blow your network out of the water. You don't want to do that.
Right.
So you can see here, I'm in the editor right now, and I'm actually moving around, looking at the space. This
And
is
these
where
are your modules that you can see.
So there's a big module there. I can grab it and edit it. I can go in here and see this is that room where I said that nothing was actually in here. Like,
and I think this is the room to.
Yeah, so we can go in here and maybe
whoa,
one more. So
cool.
there's that light bridge up there and some logic for the light bridge. There's that key card experience.
Could you make
over
the
here.
rooms like atmospheric? Could you put in like smoke and
absolutely.
music and
So
make it
let's-
feel like doomy?
Let's go over here.
Wow.
So here's
More doomy.
my
More
little,
doomy than doom, is what I'm
that's
saying.
right.
There's my little Makubus at the end
that's
there,
cool. I like
hanging
that.
out. So it's
He
kind
looks
of
kind of cute and tiny. Like I want to put him in my
playing with
pocket and be
toys,
like,
right?
yeah.
Like me.
So you know what?
No.
I'm gonna take this. So
You look more like him normally.
I'm gonna take this. I just grabbed this guy's map and I'm pulling out the pieces and breaking it off.
Okay, so
look at that.
You
Yeah,
can
so there we
take the sections of the map and like turn them round, move them. Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, so it's real easy to make changes like that. Like, in fact, if I wanted to just say, I didn't like that mini boss experience or waiting on a key card or any of that jazz, boom, it's gone. That's it. It's over. Now I want to add.
work.
Yeah, I let it work. Well, I can also undo it. I can tell there.
Oh, so you can undo. So you can play around and then go, actually, I changed my mind about that. I'm going to jump back and spawn that module back in.
Totally easy, right? So now I can go in here and we bring up what we're calling, this is the palette. And the palette lets us pick, and the palette is how everything works inside SnapMap. Everything's available within the palette. So if I grab, let's grab this module here. I'll grab this little guy. So I've grabbed this one. I like how this one looks. It's got a little platform on
dynamic.
it. It's kind of dynamic. It's got a little exit over here. There's a different kind of exit. That feels pretty good.
But if you look at it and you think, I went to IKEA last week and I love shopping. I want to
make some
kind of make this feel
changes,
more
right?
Swedish and more in line with my feng shui.
Yeah. So someone had mentioned fog options. So let's go in here and actually change.
Atmospheric cold as hell sounds like what everything should be.
Let's go cold as hell. We'll go cold as hell, right? So now it's a super cool room,
does look
and when you
cool.
step in here, it's going to feel that way. I can go in here and add some props in, which is these are props that we've placed automatically for you. That you know what, I don't like a bunch of crates.
So each prop that you've got here as well has got properties that you're looking at on the left-hand side, and those are things that you can tweak to change how it spawns in, where it is.
Correct. Yeah, and you can modify all that all you want, or just say it's a blank slate. I want to make changes to it all by myself.
Nice.
So I can go in here and basically say, this looks pretty cool. It's kind of a crazy little room. Let's find a different. I like cold as hell, but let's go with just cool. So it's just a little
But like
cool.
me.
Yeah, I like that.
I feel like your opinion of yourself has got somewhat inflated since I last saw you.
It's kind of inflated up here. So, but if I wanted to, I can go in here and say, let's add some props. Let's make this room, really slick and make some changes. So it's very easy to modify the flow. So I've just modified how this room flows, and I could even make it where, so I've modified that flow. I'm going to be coming in from here, and let's.
We need to set you a challenge in here.
Yeah,
that is going to be worthy of your.
Worthy of my
Yes, of your caliber.
But this really lets somebody focus on being a level designer instead of getting deep and dirty and into things that might be beyond.
Yeah,
what
like
they're-
this is like these environments look beautiful. They're all set up already, and you can basically get in here and just make these changes without having to have a degree in 3D editing packages, right? So I've got a classic barrel here. So I'm going to do something here where when we destroy these barrels, these barricades disappear. So I want to make
that's
sure when I
cool.
come in this room. And what we can do is I'm adding a logic chain to this barrel. So it's real simple. There's only one option on barrels, which is when it's destroyed.
Okay.
I'm going to start
Only
this
thing
logic.
to do with a barrel in life.
Just destroy the barrel.
What
That's
else
all
would
can
you do, barrel? Why else are you
destroy
here?
barrels. I love destroying barrels. So I'm going to hit this barricade, and now there's some options on the barricade: hide, show, delete, set a point of interest. You can do these things. So I'm just going to delete
cool.
it, right?
Cool.
And it's really easy and fast to basically go in here and say delete. I want to delete that barrel. Now I'm going to grab off this one and delete that one and delete that one. And I just set it up where all that happens that easily.
So when I start, say this is my first SnapMap, that logic string already is there for me to play with. As soon as I put the item down, I can add that string, drag it over there.
Correct. Like all this stuff is just baked in. Like everything
Nice.
here is contextualized. So if you put something down, anything that we have in the game, it has properties and it has logic attached to it. All these various objects have their own kind of logic. So getting in here, you want to set something like this up. It's really simple to do. So what I can do is set it up where when these barrels blow up, you said you wanted a challenge.
Yeah, so I
You want a
think
challenge? Okay,
you've come into
so-
this room, you've blown up the barrels, their
Yeah.
natural fate in the world, which has then deleted the
Okay.
barricades based off the string you've put in.
Yep.
I think you need a boss fight.
All right.
But I think we want a boss
fight.
fight that is tasty.
Tasty.
What
tasty.
does tasty mean?
Define tasty. Well, let's go down here and figure. Let's find a monster.
Look at all
to add.
these tasty
So we've got all
options.
these cool monsters. They animate.
Yeah, you've already
they
killed
look-
a incubus.
Yeah,
So
so let's an incubus. Let's do a revenant.
I think Revenant's a classic, but I want to
Revenants are
see how
cool.
you can make the Revenant more challenging.
So yeah, let's
More
let's
challenging.
More
let's
challenging
pop
than
Revenant
already
down.
a demon with a jetpack and rockets.
And what I'm going to do is
Okay.
I'm not going to show him initially, and
So-
then what I'm
oh,
going to do
quickly,
is
let's see this again.
I'm not going to show him initially, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank his health up. So he does a ton of, he has
Whoa,
200%
whoa,
damage,
okay.
and he does 200% armor as well. So he's
Right.
extremely, he's going to hurt me a
And
lot.
you can have it so you can make him glory kill resistant.
Yeah, you can basically modify this anyway. So I'm going to
Oh,
set
for,
it so
for
he's.
people who are not into glory kills, they
Yeah.
can remove it
Who
from
would
that.
not be into a
That's
glory
why I mean
kill,
glory kills.
honestly?
It's my way of communicating.
But you should have a weapon.
Yeah, that's kind of. I think I like this. That's why I like this platform here.
Feels
So I'm gonna
weapon
basically.
ready.
I'm gonna set up an old classic Doom trap here, and being my level designer self is coming out, so my little jazz hand level designer. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add these. I'm gonna connect this piece here. Boom. Now I've reconnected. Oops. I actually have to add a little space there.
So
Let's
if you connect
add,
it, will the game automatically populate a door in for you to walk
It
through?
can. Yeah. It can set up doorways. It automatically sets all that up. So I've put a little coupler in there.
But it shows you where you could connect.
Yep.
It snaps together
Yep.
like
So
Lego pieces.
there's a straight shot right there. And from a gameplay perspective, what I'd like to do is make a change to this where I want the player to actually fight this Revenant. I want to pick up the weapon and fight it, so I'm going to lock this door. And I'm going
Ooh.
to change this door to a different kind of door, make it look like an industrial
I
door,
feel
which is pretty cool.
four-way is a
Four-ways,
strong door.
Good door, I like that.
I mean, I've never really thought about doors in Doom before, but now I think about it, I
Four-ways.
feel
you
like...
want,
Yep.
choices, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So now I'm going to pick a weapon. Let's go in here
Whoa,
and
whoa,
let's
whoa.
add.
Oh.
There's a bunch of weapons here.
Yep.
Let's,
I feel
let's
like...
start on, let's start on the gas cannon.
But don't make it too easy for yourself.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, you know what? You don't want it to be too easy? Let's do this. Let me throw down a... How about... Let's do the old... I'm going to have a super shotgun
So this
already.
is cool because you can
Heavy
see how
assault
easy
rifle.
it is to place guns in your map, like we saw in that very first map all that time ago.
Right.
Super easy. Yeah, you can basically... I'll do a burst rifle. That's actually a weapon
good.
that's pretty straightforward. Go in here. There's no properties on it that I really want to modify, but what I'm going to do is make it where when I pick this up, so on picked up, we're going to make this guy show up.
Oh,
Real
okay.
simple. So boom, he shows. So now I go in this room, I blow up these barricades, and then when I pick up this gun, that door is locked over there. So I have to come around here and pick up this gun. And it's this easy. I've just made changes to it. I'm going to hit play and go.
That's it.
And that's this.
Wait, it's that fast. You
It's
can
that
just
fast.
get
I
I'm
just made
suspicious.
changes to- here it is. So it's the same level we saw before. I'll kind of play quickly through the areas.
So you instantly play your creation.
So I'm in already. Yep, I'm back in that same space that the original author had created. I'll step through in here and pop these guys. So these guys will spawn in a different location, which I talked a little bit about. You
And that's what the conductor did.
Correct. Yeah. And what you saw was there were no other monsters in this level except for the big Micubus at the end, right?
Yeah.
So these are all being auto-populated by the conductor, which means you can set it up where low-level monsters, higher-level monsters, mid-level monsters all spawn in and do tons of damage to you, or they do wave battles
Oh,
or
so-
big events.
So you could set it up so like room 1 is this tier monster.
Correct,
And then
yeah.
this one and the next room, so each room, each module.
We're at the...
we're here, we're
okay,
here,
so
we're ready,
wait,
we're
so
ready.
so
You
like,
just built this, and now we're playing.
we're in here. The room's gotten cold as I step into it. So
It
let's do this.
feels cold. It isn't cold as hell anymore.
Boom.
Look at that.
That up.
Nice
And they
chain
disappear.
reaction. They
Yep.
disappear
Nice.
like you
It's all
built,
good
like
to
you
go.
intended.
If I jump up here, I can see
Like
I can't
every
get
barrel
to this
wants to
door.
do.
Oh,
Okay.
it's locked on me. It just threw probably a little
How are
message
you
on
gonna
me.
get out?
Oh, here's some guys that are spawning in. They're spawning in through the conductor. And let's do this. Let's go pick up this burst rifle.
And here he is
Uh-oh.
with 160% health.
No,
Revenant.
200%.
200%,
health,
is that what you put it
Yeah.
at?
200% damage. And he's oh, here he comes. He's mad at me.
You are, I'm glad I made you pick the burst rifle. This felt like the right
Yeah.
thing to do.
And you know what? I forgot to make it. What I wanted to do was make it where when I killed this guy,
It opens.
it would open the door, and I didn't do that. So I'd have to make that change.
But
now,
you can go back out and...
It's so
I can
easy,
go back out
yeah.
and make
Pretty
that change. So I
quickly.
already know that that's a problem. So I'm just going to bail out and make that change because I wasn't about to die there.
This
or anything.
isn't-
I hadn't
no,
run out of
no,
ammo
you
or
were fine.
anything.
You had this,
no
you had
worries
this.
at all. So if I set this up, we're on killed. It goes over here and unlocks the door.
So could you have from like, if you're making something quite complicated, you could have more than one string branch off. So like you did with those barrels, you had it so when I shot it, this door disappeared, but you tied that string to 4 different barrels. So it was like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
All right, so each one in the chain reaction triggered a different barrier to come down.
Yeah, and you can
Very
definitely,
cool.
it's real easy to just place stuff and have fun. You can put barrels down, put demons down, and just have fun by doing that alone. Like put down a module, place a bunch of cool looking stuff, make a little bit of logic and make it fun to connect in and have things happen. Or,
I mean,
you know,
we
it
see
gets
some
a
of
little,
the
it gets
strings
a
of
little bit more
logic there, right?
complex. Like
Yeah,
this,
you can see
this
them.
room here has a big trigger that spawns this demon in, and you know, from there when he dies, it actually ends the sequence. So pretty straightforward. So let's say everything's great. I set this map up. Now I want to actually publish the map.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm saying I'm proud of this map. I made my
I'm done.
change.
I mean, I'm not sure what I did there, but I'm
gonna,
okay.
I'm going to push on it. So this, for those who are familiar with the old Doom Wadoff.txt, it's kind of got a special place in my heart. This is kind of the old way you define how your map is set up. These are high-level tags that when you publish a new map, you say, I want it. It's a single-player map. I'm going to set it up where it's cooperative. It's got competitive stuff going on there because it's got a leaderboard. And if you had teams or demon players involved or deathmatch,
And that's what you referred to before, where you could have it so people spawn into the map as a demon. I could
correct.
start as a
Yeah.
revenant rather than starting as a marine.
Yeah, I want to start as and be a demon player against regular players or
Yeah.
all demon players. There's maps like that as well.
All demons, huh?
Oh, you can do that. So that's set up
That's
on this
pretty cool.
page here, which is a good segue to this. So this is the page where you set up each one of the players. So if I step in here, I can just turn off these other two,
Oh, cool.
or I can go in here and say, you know what? Let's make them a different team. So you can have up to 4 teams, which is unique to SnapMap. Or I can just change their status. Now that's a demon, and that's a demon. So anytime those players join or join those slots, they'll actually be
So you can
demons.
have 4 players playing for an individual goal, but sort of against each other, with some of them being demons. You could really just
You can do some
mix and
amazing
match
stuff.
in so many
We've-
different ways.
Yeah, we've seen some really crazy stuff show up, and then I'm stepping onto the tags page. This is how, like, let's say I've made the Tom's coolest page. Like, I'm gonna
I mean,
make a tag
that's
here
a
called
catchy name.
co-op. How about that? Co-op. I made a co-op map. So if I go in here and look, there's a co-op tag already. Good. So I can
cool.
add that. So this makes it real easy for you to add tags to maps to find new maps. So if somebody creates a new game mode, let's say I called this game mode Super Awesome. Let's just call it
Uber
that.
awesome.
Uber Awesome. Oops, I typed it wrong. Either way.
It's the
I'll
hype.
just say
The
here,
hype
I'll
is
hold this for a
real.
second. Hold that for a second.
You
I'm going to type in, let's type in donuts. How about that?
This is a great
So
way that
boom.
you can help
Right.
people find your content to play it, then get you those votes up, that get you into
Right.
the playlist that we automatically curate with your special algorithm you have.
Exactly.
And I'm sure you've got some community events planned further down the line around certain hashtags and challenges. And whatnot.
Yeah, I think we've got lots of plans to do a lot of community activity around launch, post-launch, SnapMap jams. People get together in different countries and play these challenges.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Challenges we can set that people can play online, potentially win prizes.
Yeah, that's and with that, we're going to be featuring content that people create. As you can see with the featured maps, even in this build we're showing off here, a lot of that content was created just out of QA,
Yeah.
and out of playtests, and out of snap jams that we had internally. Stuff we didn't anticipate. Like the basket boom map just came out absolutely.
Yeah, so
nowhere.
you could
wow,
do like
that's amazing.
the Gary challenge, where you have to create snap maps inspired by Gary and search hashtag Gary,
There
and
you
then
go.
you've got a nice little playlist of Gary maps.
Yeah. So like,
No one will play them, but
I'm
whatever.
stepping through. I'm gonna keep into the publishing stage here. So like, I'm gonna publish this map, and these are actual tiles. So you can go in here and customize how you want your tile to look.
And when you say unlock, how am I going to unlock those?
So those are unlocked. They're snap points, which I have a lot of snap points because I'm a
Because
developer.
you're a wizard, of course.
So yeah, I have magical skills. So I'm
And
gonna
then
go
Of
in
course,
here.
you can really customize how
Yeah.
your map is shown to the world to try and encourage people to play it and get
Totally.
hype.
Totally, and when people see this, they can kind of get a picture of so this is a map about multiple players or 4 players.
Oh,
or
cool.
it's
So there's
got
little
getting crushing. Like
those
it's-
icons are relevant to the game.
Exactly.
So like that
It's a little-
timed one would
little
be
dim
on.
guy. Yeah.
Oh, look at
totally
him.
all set. Once that's done, I want to call this map Super Awesome.
We'll pretend that says super
Super.
awesome.
Oh, I got
I feel like your nemesis is the word super.
Awesome. Let's do that.
Wessam is just as
wow.
good.
Super
that's-
Wessam
Super
works as
Wessam, I
well.
like that. How about that?
Yeah,
I'll just type-
change the color
You can change
too,
the color,
yeah.
and then we're going to call this. Let's just say this is Tom's stream map.
I mean, you just hate the first letter of things.
Wow, I am terrible at typing T. Oh, there we go. Tom's stream map. I can't type to save my life right now.
So what's cool is that in literally about 15 minutes, you've played a map, you thought, I love this map, this is really good, but I think I can make it more challenging. You've gone into the map, you've made it more challenging, you've republished the map, now you're promoting it with your crazy name that you can't spell, and that's taken 20 minutes for
20
something.
minutes in and out, and while talking through it.
Yeah.
And I just hit publish,
Done.
and there it is. It's published, and now people can jump in and
But
play
the
it.
cool thing is,
And-
the part where you're publishing it takes took really that, putting aside the typing.
Yeah,
Really that much
ignore the typing. Ignore the typing. But from there, also, you get a
Oh,
tag.
you could share that.
So
Okay.
this tag you can tweet, you can share with others. It's always going to refer back to your map,
Oh,
and
cool.
you can play it anytime. Basically, find this and
Like
look
a
it up,
SnapMap
and
ID.
there it is. It's like a SnapMap ID.
Like a Snap
It
ID.
is. It's a SnapMap ID. So
Cool.
that's that. So that's you've now gone through the whole process of creating content, playing single player, multiplayer, co-op. You guys have seen the editor asked a good number of questions. So now we've got a whole bunch of other crazy stuff that we've actually seen happen inside the map. So if I step in here and look into kind of popular maps, so we've seen single player and co-op. We've got some other stuff that you can create pretty much anything you want, right? So in here we've got things like this music maker, which I
Wait a
Wait a
minute.
minute,
What?
so-
Wait. You're not just going to skip over that.
I'll just step through. We'll step through it. We have another one that's
Okay.
a tower defense mode called Onslaught
Tower
that somebody
defense,
created
huh?
with 4 different players, and you can get in there.
I feel like there's a lot
and-
of interest around E1, M2.
E1,
but I feel
M2?
like we should maybe save that for people
save
to
that one.
discover on day one.
Yeah, E1, M2, everybody, look at
Look at this, it's literally the entire chat.
E1, M2, we've got parkour levels, which is our totally custom
Parkour, right.
parkour maps. We've
Because
got
that's what you do
Do you have
in
anything
Doom.
simple for someone like me? Maybe something that doesn't require.
something real easy. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
back out and go to the featured maps. So let's see.
Let's
how
go
about-
to the Gary
so
section.
This is a fun one. Can you count to 10? Are you capable of
I've been accused of
Capable
not
of
being able to
counting to
count to
10?
10. Let's see. Let's see that.
Let's see.
What
Let's
is-
see. Let's do this. Let's go start up a solo map. Can you count to 10? So what
So
this
wait,
is?
somebody really made a map.
Someone made a
Okay.
map about Kenny the 10, and we're featuring it because.
And the
it's so
great thing
funny.
is that even if you can't count to 10, you still get SnapMap points for it.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
So you
That's
come
right.
out a winner for playing.
So basically, what this map does is somebody made a map where all you have to do is count to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
7,
5,
6,
6,
2,
7,
8.
8, 9, 10.
Oh, so close. So you got it 9.2 seconds. You're
9.2.
like
and so
0.8 seconds
9 more
short.
tries. Okay.
Should
score
I
reduced.
try this?
Give it a shot.
Okay,
Give it
okay,
a shot.
all right.
So all right. Let's see if you can do
You're
this.
never going to literally never live this down.
3, 4,
Why are you nodding when you do it?
6,
I have to.
You look
I
like
have my
pigeons.
8, 9, 10.
9 points.
Oh yeah,
See?
closer to the
See?
mark. How are you going to do, Sarah?
No, you
Let's
can
see.
give this a shot.
No way.
I mean, this is an example of just kind of a
Okay.
fun, not even, it's not a co-op, it's not multiplayer, it's
Listen,
just kind
4,
of a fun
3,
little 8, 17,
8, 4, 7,
22,
6, 5, 3, 0, 9, 8, 7.
36.
No!
Yeah, too
way
fast.
too fast.
Right on 8.
I bow out.
like
I'm
my
sorry,
honeymoon.
Queen.
I
I'm
I
sorry,
highly doubt
England.
any of us are actually going to get there. It's a fun little map.
But you
get
can
in
make
there and
toys
play
like
it.
that and puzzles
I
like
can
that,
go in
right?
here and say, you know what, I don't actually like that map. I'm going to vote it down.
No, that's my favorite
Whoa,
map.
whoa, whoa.
Because
well-
I finally.
And what happens if you vote it down?
Oh, you know what, I'll change my vote.
Oh, you can
Oh.
change
I
it.
can
look
change
at
my
that.
vote. But if you vote it down
Just
enough,
like in the American election.
Exactly, you can change your vote.
No,
On
no, no.
topic,
Wow,
Zing.
wow. So we're making changes. I've modified that map, and so now I've modified my votes. Now let's see here. I can step through. What do you think is next? Let's see. How about parkour?
I feel like I have to know. I just have to know.
It's kind of a fun little map. Let's do a solo parkour lobby. So
That's
I can
gonna
hop through
be-
here. So this one, you can see the other slots are locked out. Like you
Okay.
can't actually join in those
So
slots.
that's a true
This
solo
is
experience.
Wholly a solo experience.
Right.
And if I go into the map info, I can actually dig in and see, aha, there's a whole lot of leaderboards in here. People are really
Whoa.
competing for this
Okay.
map. And this is, something that's made maps, and made this map, and people compete about it quite a bit. And you can basically, from an editor's perspective, if you want to make a parkour map, it's real easy to do. You just branch this map, modify the logic, make changes to it, and here you go. So this was pretty straightforward. Get to the goal.
So essentially what they've done here is they've used the furnishings that
Yeah.
you can use,
Ah!
placed them around in a oh goodness,
Oh,
very
oh,
special-
gosh.
Oh!
and then they've set an endpoint using the logic, which
So
is
you
the
can
timer
reset the
starts
timer.
here,
To 10,000.
timer ends here. That's very cool.
So the cool part here is that your score is just diminishing as you go along. So
The worse you get, the lower the score.
The higher the leaderboard score, the more it's going to be based on. And actually, I know a cheat here.
Is there a cheat?
You know who found this? The QA guys
Developer
found this.
secrets.
Oh, there it is. I skipped the entire crazy map over that way, and got ahead of it. Oh, now I fell off.
So
that's
what
cool
you're saying
because
is cheaters don't prosper.
That's correct.
But
That
if
is
somebody
correct.
finds an exploit in your map, that you could close that gap and republish it, or they could close that gap for you and republish it.
Absolutely,
Right?
like they can do whatever they want. So here,
So you can make the floor lava. The
see this
floor is
map,
lava.
The floor is lava. If you fall down here, you go over here. You can make it where the score changes based on how well you do, or if you do things on the side, for example. So pretty straightforward. But that's this parkour map. Let's see here. You'd asked about the wave challenge earlier on.
I quite like the idea of wave challenge, where you go into the map and it's like you start off feeling pretty badass, killing them easily, and then by the end you feel weak and
So
nothing.
let's see here. So there's a map here. Let me see if I can find it. There's so many crazy maps in here. Here we go.
my
High score
eyes,
wave
it's too much.
challenge. There we go. So what I'm going to do
I
is
see the classic Doom guy made his appearance there.
Yep, that's a
Nice.
sticker for the one of the tiles you can unlock. So here we can go in and let's just start it up, see what it looks like. And this is a good example. This map is I've actually played this map quite a bit, so I know kind of the details of it. I had to figure it out. I opened it up to edit it to see how is this set up
what have you done here?
Yeah, what have you done? Okay, so that's what was going on. So this map is basically a map that is spawning wave events, and similar to what I talked about with the AI conductor earlier, the conductor's picking which guys to spawn and spawning them automatically. So it's spawning guys, wave after wave, and then up across the top you see it's throwing a score multiplier at me. So this is an extra element that's been added to this map by the author, where to get the highest leaderboard score, and I'm doing a whole lot of playing here, I got to get and collect these little donuts.
Oh, nice.
And now
Everyone wants donuts.
Now my score multiplier is at 2x. So now every monster I kill...
What do those little triangles mean over them?
What little triangles?
Over the dudes.
Oh,
The
this
demon
is-
dudes,
yeah,
as they're
yeah,
formerly
little
known.
triangles. So these little triangles are essentially telling you what wave these guys are part of. So if you have multiple wave battles going on, there'll be different colors and different shapes to determine which group of guys you're actually fighting against. And so I got to go find all these guys. 1 and 3. And this can
And
go on.
again, like, this is not just fun to play or fun to build, but you have leaderboards, so there's a nice sense of competition around popular maps or even unpopular ones. But there's always a reason to go back and try to master it and do better.
And get a
you
better
get
score.
snap points
Like-
for everything you do.
Like,
So
we've seen a lot of competition around this one because the higher your multiplier gets, and I've got there's some baddie in here hiding out, but the higher your multiplier gets, the bigger your score is going to be. So people are fighting over getting a bigger score. And let's see here, I'm trying to find these guys. They're around here somewhere. They're hiding from me. Just to be expected, monsters don't want to be killed exactly.
I mean, yeah. And
There
so,
he is. There he is. Let me give him a feed so I can pop him. And I have to get. Now I'm finished with the first wave. The second wave starts up. So and it's a harder set of monsters. So it gets.
And that's all the
progressively
AI
tougher,
conductor.
All conductor related. So
and the
it's-
conductor, if I understand this correctly, there are different types of ways you could set up the conductor, right? It's not just go ahead and fill this, but go ahead and fill this based on these parameters or based on this type of gameplay.
Correct. Yeah, you can basically go in there and modify the conductor to change what kind of monsters spawn, change how they spawn, change what they show, when they're spawned, and it's very, very flexible. And the intent there is to make it where you can basically create a map very quickly and easily and get in and populate it. And you may not like how the conductor did something, so you can go in and change it. You don't like that, change it again, change it again.
Right.
And if you're really particular, you're like, I just want to be very specific. I want to be meticulous about my placement. So you
Well
do
done.
it yourself. So I earned a challenge. So challenges are earned as you play challenges. Challenges can be earned through publishing maps or just playing the game, like I mentioned before. And as you earn that, you earn snap points, which you can spend to unlock your stuff. And let's see here. So
And you could
check out
bypass
the
a
maps.
conductor altogether. Someone was asking that in the stream.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you don't have to use a conductor at all. The conductor's there as a tool to make it, in some ways, easier for you to quickly auto-populate.
Correct.
To see how it populates, and you could adjust it and learn from it. But you could go in and do everything by hand and place every demon,
Absolutely.
every enemy, every gun.
If you want to go in and modify and edit a map entirely to your skills, like you want to make it exactly the way you want, you can put the monsters down, you can put down the doors, you can change the way the space looks.
Yeah.
It's real.
So in
real
terms of
simple.
changing the way the space looks, that room had all that awesome lava in there. You could change that to be something else, and you could create a room that has acid. Or
Yeah, you can modify that stuff. It's all real easy to do. So this map is one that we found that came out of nowhere. It's like just a memory.
Memory
strength. Not is key. Okay, not
memory,
strength.
not
is
strength
key.
is key.
So I'm going to come in here and
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
says-
Remember,
says remember.
okay.
So
What
do
am
I
I-
do? I got
what are you
some- I got some
remembering?
bad guys
So
here.
they would have individually put in handcrafted
Oh,
these
they're
image for this
starting
purpose.
to shoot at me. Okay. Oh, and that's it. Like, that's weird. What's this? Okay, so we step
Okay.
through into here. It says there were 5 imps. That's true.
Ah.
That's what's happening.
Oh.
No, that is false. Let's test
That's
my
false.
memory.
All right. So
I think
let's
it's
see.
true.
Let's see. It's right. You think there were 5?
No.
Gary. Oh, there we go.
Ah.
Yes.
Made it to room 2.
Minus 10
So
points for England.
People are just able to make fun little experiences and mix it up. So
let's do one more.
Take
Let's
time
go
and
one more.
memorize.
Yeah.
Okay, so
okay.
I don't even know what we're memorizing here. There's one of those and some of these.
So this is a cool example. They've taken the module and
off.
they've put in a specific number of items.
Number of items. We don't even know really what they're tracking here. They're just kind of throwing some cool stuff in.
Yeah, we don't know what we remember.
Did you just pick one up then?
So there's over here, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So these are all hand placed. People have hand placed all this stuff. So we'll pop through here and do you memorize the whole room?
Nope.
Sure.
I'm just
sure.
gonna say no. I'm out. I'm
Okay.
gonna take
How many ammo boxes are there? I'm gonna go. I can't go back.
9.
I don't actually know.
Okay,
10?
what do you think? 9 or 10?
I think 10.
Is the stream
But
no?
So
Is the stream
far,
no?
Stream. What do you guys
how many
think? 9
ammo
or
boxes
10?
were there? Anybody know?
Every time I think I've got it, I'm like, no, I don't want to embarrass myself anymore. The Queen is watching for me, and she will throw me out of England.
He says 5. That's not
5
right.
is not an answer.
5. 5's not an answer. Okay,
Oh,
let's go.
somebody said 9. So let's go.
All right,
to
let's
9.
try what the Civ says.
Let's try 9.
We're here at
9,
Honestly,
9.
this-
9 is right.
What
Good
did you
job,
learn?
good
Never
job.
trust an English
Somebody
person
backed it up.
apparently
Okay,
we
so
can't count.
Now we're into room 3. Okay, so this is just,
Again, the
when you
type
talk
of-
about unlimited content, we
Right.
talk about stuff like this. It's important to note that this stuff is essentially just it's made by a user, whipped up together relatively quickly, or it took meticulous amounts of time. It's hard to tell. So like, go slow and remember well. Is this guy set up? So you got a room number and a color and some items inside. I'm just gonna skip ahead because there's so much stuff here. Look at
I'm
all this
seeing a bit of
crazy stuff.
sass in the chat about you not being challenged properly.
Oh, am I not being challenged?
Yeah, I feel like, is there a map you think you could show these good people that is super difficult?
Yeah, so let's do
That
that.
shows somebody creating a snap map that is
We
just
lost,
evil,
okay.
just
There's
pure
an
evil.
An evil map.
Yeah, they're really.
Yeah, that's another experience. I've got one in mind.
And yes, somebody was asking while he's setting that up, you could create kind of adventure-like campaigns. You could place your own messages. So you could have something that is a story-driven, narrative-driven experience that takes somebody on an adventure.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
right?
absolutely. You can basically set up cameras. You can set up cinematic experiences. You can play narrative. We have a elaborate set of tools that let you do different voiceover experiences. So
really?
there's stuff coming from kind of computer voices and facility voices and demon voices, which help set up scenes like lockdowns and this room is locked and the computer core is overloading and there's a whole lot of tools that we've created there. So this you want a hard map? Okay, so this is a good.
I feel like that sounds
I'm
like
scared
type of
already
thing.
looking
Yeah.
So this is a raid boss level that one of our engineers created. It's basically like an MMO's raid boss setup, right? And so he took basically a standard monster from Doom and pumped him up. So he's got special abilities. He kind of talks trash to you. He teleports you to other spaces. It's a bit of a challenge, and it's actually easier in co-op. So we'll see how I fare. He only gives me a shotgun, which is actually pretty tough. So I'll see what I can do.
So the guy
here.
who's made this map has created a map with a
Yeah.
heavily modified boss.
Heavily super modified. I mean, when I hit him, it's actually going to be a lot of, and he even has a give up button. Where if I'm failing so miserably, he gives you a negative score in the leaderboard, so you know when people have actually given up. So
Right.
I
Okay,
pop
so
into the room, the cloud area awakes from slumber.
And this is what you were talking about before, is about how you can create a narrative and a story to the map by using
Absolutely.
the text.
Yeah, so there's text going on here.
Is
and
he called Kev?
Kev the Cloudarian, which is, of course, an homage to Kevin Cloud, one of the original Doom creators that's also the head producer on SnapMap. So this is he's the boss in this room. So
Does he know this map exists? Is he
does.
watching this right now going, what is this?
What is
What
this
have they
map?
done
No,
to me?
He's played this map, he knows. And it's good, it's a lot of fun. Like, oh good lord, he's even pumped up these monsters too, so I can that's how I get my health from these guys, so I health and ammo in this map. And you can see I'm barely doing any damage to
And this
them.
can be played co-op. This is meant to be played with
Same way.
hence the reference to raid. It feels almost like
It
a raid,
feels
right?
exactly like a raid boss setup, right? So, and now he's done
what
a
happened
special
to you?
ability. He's teleported me off to
Oh, wow.
a prison where I'm taking damage the whole time and have to fight my way out. And basically,
This is tough.
It's a hard map. We've had people fight and fight and fight. Now I think I can just hang out in here and shoot him, right?
So somebody's actually been able to go in and name that mancubus.
So he teleported me out, and now he slowed me
Oh,
because I was hanging out in the spawn like a wimp.
I think you're done.
So-
I think you're done.
Yeah. And he teleported away and opened up a demon portal to spawn some of his minions. So this is a wholly custom map. Oh, he teleported me away again.
This
So-
was really cool. This feels like a very Doom experience, but also a completely not Doom experience at the same
custom,
time.
Totally custom, and it's all generated with logic, and it's all generated with modules that are easily populated and easily modifiable, and we've seen this is one of those maps that just came honestly out of nowhere because we saw it being made, but it was a lot of fun to watch. And so if I try and really get up here,
I think it's just mad to think this is done for the editor because some people were asking in the chat, how do they modify monsters? And this is a great example of what you can do if you really hate other people.
Yeah, you really want to put the hurt on them, right? So pretty cool stuff. This one is.
I'm gonna see how far you go. This has become like pride. You don't. I think the pressing E to give up thing is enough.
Yeah, you're not giving up.
You can't.
You cannot hide from
He's
me.
close. He's done a bunch of damage to me. Oh my lord, this is difficult.
If you wanted to create this map and you wanted to have it so there were 2 Monkeybusses, 2 Kevs, could you do anything so the Kevs would attack each other? Can they only attack you?
You can put monsters on your team. You can make monsters fight each other. You can do all number of things like that.
So you could create Kev v Kev.
Correct. Yeah, you can absolutely make that happen. So like, oh lord.
I think you're doing very well for one person.
Okay. You know what though? I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to.
So the one thing I want to kind of reinforce is that, you know.
I pushed the taunt button.
Kev, no, Kev doesn't want the wave.
You have these kind of classic Doom-esque experiences, but you have the toys, you have the co-op, you have the multiplayer. It really is a very unlimited kind of way to customize the game and customize experiences for people. Because a lot of people in the
No, you did that live to the world.
I'm giving up.
You have just let
negative 9,000.
The actual Kev is going to kill you.
Yeah, so my leaderboard score is on. Because you're talking about other cool stuff, and I can't stop. I have to show off cool stuff. So even though I gave up, I still earn snap points, which is cool. So you always. But
your pride is damaged.
My pride. Welcome to SnapMap. I've damaged my pride numerous times on this map, so it's hard. It's a hard level, like you said. It's a difficult one. So you talk about more kind of fun stuff. Like if I wanted to pop over here and here, I'll show you something a little more crazy too. This is Music Maker. Music Maker.
Okay.
So talk about kind of, we're off in Wildland now. We're making
over here
it's crazy land. They're not co-op. It's not single player. It's its own kind of thing. And so we're basically over here building stuff. There's a keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool. So I want to go in here and Music Maker 9000. That sounds pretty good. What about this? Oh, we got a drum sequencer over here. And this is co-op too. So you can get in here and actually.
Oh, so I could do the drums, you could do the piano.
Totally. So I can get in here and play these deals. And this is, again, it's completely cross-platform. Everything about this
So if I built this on the Xbox, and you're playing on PC, and you're playing on PlayStation, it doesn't matter. Once it's published, anybody can enjoy it, anybody could modify it, anybody could be ranked on the leaderboards, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And one thing that's important to note, so SnapMap is completely free. I don't think we've mentioned that.
Yeah, it's part of the game,
It's part of the game. It's completely free, and we're going to be. Oh, we got a cowbell, so I can go in here and
all the updates that we're going to put out for SnapMap, free.
Free. Everything is free.
Everything's free.
We're going to be putting out additional content. We're going to be listening to what the community wants and the kind of things that they want to create, the objects that we don't have in or we do have in, or things and properties that they want. All those things we're paying attention to and making changes, and we can be updating those live and providing them for free. So we'll be able to make a lot of really cool stuff with SnapMap. So I got, there's so much more stuff to show.
I feel like we'd have to get off that screen because I feel like we're trolling people with E1M2.
E1M2, yeah, we're going to wait on E1M2. You're going to see that one later, guys.
Honestly, wait.
But, so there's that timeout map, and you mentioned actually looking at some of the more complex logic, right?
Like I think that's certainly the way that you can work with the demons is very cool, and I've seen a few questions in chat about that.
So let's find that.
I mean, this is just great showing that the amount of
there's so much
variety of maps you've got here.
And
this is all already built.
All already built. This is all available. We're going to, of course, pull some things in and out. There's some QA maps in there, but there's going to be a ton of stuff available. We've got Demon Battle League, Pinky Protection Squad.
I mean,
every one of these is just fun stuff to play, and they're highly. You can see all the votes and rankings and number of plays.
So on the bottom right-hand corner, when you see that thumb up, that means it's been upvoted.
It's been upvoted, right?
Thumb down, downvoted, and that little triangle symbol is the play. How many plays it's had?
It's had, correct. Yeah. So now I've actually modified this. I've pulled this map out so I can go look at it. So I can go back to my download.
So what you do is blow people's mind now with how this complicated logic looks.
Now I've taken ownership of it. So now you can see this cool module. Like here we go. It's just one big room. right? And
Oh,
you can see this kind of play
wow.
space here. There's all these little encounters and events here that are going on. And so if I wanted to step in, just a cursory look at the more advanced kind of stuff you can do. So it's,
Whoa!
it gets a little bit crazy.
That's intense.
It's, you know, it's like programming, right? A good programmer is going to lay it out in a very nicely followable way where you can get in and understand what's happening.
Is there one here you could simplify for me and Gary who may not understand
Oh,
particularly?
yeah. So like the way that this map works is that the map starts up here, and then when the player leaves the safe area, they go in and it starts a wave event. That's it. That's as simple as it gets.
And that wave event on the left, that properties you're looking at now are the specific items the wave event will have. So it will
Correct.
have 3 of them. It will have.
I can set that to 5, 6, 7, set it to 1, can set where it's going to have POIs on it or not, whether it's on the HUD. Everything is modifiable and editable. It's very, very, very powerful. And even when I talk about free updates and things like that, if we don't have enough stuff there, we're going to be paying attention to what people want. If they're like, man, I really want a
Right,
wave
you're going to be
event.
listening to the
Absolutely.
community. right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
the most important thing for all of us is to make sure that like, the community feedback was me so much of it at launch. So I can't wait to see what people make with this. And we want to make sure that there are so many things you can do and that we don't not hear people.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to be listening. So, yeah. I could just keep going. But
I mean, that was-
I think we're getting...
Should we show one more? One
I think-
or two
I think
more
we got
really
time
cool
for one
things?
more.
This is a fun one. I'll do. This one's created by one of our QA leads. This one's it's called Hell's Escape, and this is what we talked about earlier. You start as a demon.
Ah, okay.
So this is a map where you actually he does a little bit of narrative setup. I mean, there's just so much stuff here that I'm racking my brain. We had a list, and the list is somewhere here, but there's so many cool things to show off. So yeah, it starts the level up here.
Okay, that's a pretty
Yeah.
hot start.
I feel like you're
Enter
already.
the flames.
Enter the flames, right.
That feels like it should be a metal song.
And
Like,
become what you have always
Oh,
been. I like that.
Okay, so what's that mean? All right, so boom.
So you
Turn
become
myself into a demon. Right, and now he's done all these crazy explosions, break it down, he wants me to...
oh, so that's similar to logic we saw you do before with the barrels and the barrier.
Exactly. you destroy
So
things.
upon hitting this,
And I'm a demon fighting demons here, so I'm actually doing
I mean, there's always trouble with family every time.
yeah, you know, demons have bad days. Their Thanksgivings are really good.
Would it be cool is that if after this, if there's any specific AI they've done for Demon, that'd be cool to see.
Oh, like modifications?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one in particular I think is really more, like we're just, I've actually never beaten this map. Oh, because you get killed so quickly. So he set up this
And
room
look,
here.
there's the fog that somebody
Yeah,
asked about.
He set up some
There is
fog
fog.
in there, he set up some environmental stuff. So there's a
Oh, it's very cool in
fire
there.
going on
Not
here.
cool literally because it's on fire, but
It's
you
actually,
understand.
it's neat.
Neat. It's very neat.
Very neat. I like it. So I'm in here just doing
I can't wait to set challenges to people. I want to see what people can do. I mean, not just the Gary challenge, because we know people will ace that instantly. But I think there are ways that...
Yeah, this is cool. I mean, seeing everything that's been built already.
Oh, it's 2 of you!
There's a bear in a hell right there, and he's actually putting the hurt on me. So, I'm getting destroyed. Just how it happens. So you got a pinky in here, putting the hurt on me.
So cute. God, I know which ones to, but...
So yeah, needless to say, you can do a lot of unique things with SnapMap. It's an extremely powerful tool. We're going to continue to modify and update it. And just on shipping, like I killed the guy, which is great. Well, there's another one. So upon shipping, we've got a ton of stuff available already in the HUD or in the hub, and you can modify those and make changes to them. We're going to, as you said, do competitions and have people do competitions for creating new content, Snap Jams.
And what if I wanted to create... So say these are all amazing. What if I think I just want to...
Pathetic.
Pathetic. Not a true demon,
Oh, there's
Tom.
been a lot of that this stream. I've been getting Incubus killed Thomas Day, and that happens a lot.
And what if I wanted to create something that was more of a classic mode, like a capture the flag or a team
absolutely.
We started off
deathmatch?
with a death match. But
Yeah,
let's,
so many
let's take a last look at.
So yeah, sure. If you
very
wanted,
classic.
and just to be clear, if you wanted to create something from scratch, I
Oh,
can kinda
very
step into
cool.
this. I
Look
can
at
go and
this.
Create from a template. I want to create from nothing, a basic match. I just want to create. If I'm just starting from absolute zero, I want to start and create a classic deathmatch map. I want to create a CTF map. I want to create an extraction level, which is similar to original Doom, where you're just trying to get to the exit. I want to create a King of the Hill map or a survival map, team deathmatch, or I just want to start in a tiny little space.
Okay.
So there's a whole lot of, we've created a mountain of templates that let players kind of
So you can jump straight in, yeah.
Yeah, so if I wanted to create a capture the flag map, I just go in here and boom, it's a really basic setup. And
So
go in here and zoom in.
so you want to play with your friends, create your own little co-op specifics. I want to play with you two, and I know that Gary doesn't like enemies to be hard. We can create our own capture the flag map with enemies with that lower health threshold so that we can have a truly unique experience for us that we can also share with other people.
Exactly. That's exactly what we set up. So it's extremely powerful tool. So I go in here and move this guy around.
Can you do anything with taunts? Could I have a taunt that triggers anything?
Absolutely. You can set it up where it
cool.
taunts. If you taunt during the match, we've actually there's another map. I can't remember the name of it, where every time you taunt, the demons get madder and madder at you.
That's
and they get madder, they
amazing.
get more and more health, and they get madder. You can again, people can set up.
So it could
all
be like an
kinds of-
MMO where you're like
Yeah.
drawing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you draw them.
Yeah,
to
like
you,
what's the term? You can become a tank, couldn't you? You could.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
Yes, so that's SnapMap as far as.
That's really cool, Tom.
Done.
Done.
Stop
Thank
trolling
you.
people.
Oh, I'm not trolling. That's my default. I go over. We'll show it. We'll show it. You'll see it in a few weeks. Pick it up and check it out. It's available.
And
Only a few
let's
weeks.
remind everyone that this is just something else that Doom will be shipping with on May 13th.
Mm-hmm.
I should remember that date. On May 13th, we also have single player, we have multiplayer, so those things are still intact, and you get this full SnapMap mode where you can really customize the experience, lots of content to consume. Don't forget, we also have a single player stream on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It is daylight time, right? You're from the
I
UK.
think so.
Yeah.
We don't have daylight in
Yep.
UK. It's just dark and rain and clouds.
But thank you, Tom. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
I know you're
Thank you.
busy crunching, getting
Oh,
this
yeah.
thing finished up. We'll let you
wrapped
get
up.
back to Texas. Finish
Awesome.
working on this. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. Thank you, Sarah,
I'm
for
waiting, I was
flying in,
waiting.
from the UK. She came in
My
yesterday
regal
just to help
wave.
host the stream.
Yes, quite.
And we look forward to playing your Snap Maps and playing with you in Snap Map on May 13 when Doom ships on PS4, Xbox One, PC. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Regal wave for the Queen.